All right, so welcome back to the next topic. As we said, we're going to be dealing with what? Multiplication and division of what? Of powers. All right. So up until now, we are done with the basics, the fundamentals, and everything. Now it's just what? Application. All right. Application. And talking about multiplication and division of powers, there are some rules we all need to follow. That is mathematics for you. If you know the rules, you don't have any problem. Okay. So let's establish these rules and then we'll be out of here. Okay. All right. So the first one, or rule number one. Rule number one states that if the basis, now when I say basis, you know the basis, right? If the bases are the same, what do? You add the exponent. All right. So if you are doing multiplication, if the bases are the same, what do? You add the exponent. For example, assume we have a to the power n times a to the power what? M. We are doing what? Multiplication, isn't it? Now the bases are what? The same. So what do? You pick one of the bases. Then what do? You add the what? The exponent. So you have what? N plus m. Is that understood? This is what? Rule number one. When it comes to what? Multiplication and division of what? Of powers. Alright? So quickly, example. Find x squared times x cubed. So, what will be our answer? Yes?
X
Plus
the power
to the power what?
2 plus 3.
2 plus what?
3.
Which is?
X raised to the power 5.
Fantastic. That is just it. This is what? Rule number one. Quickly, let's move to what? Rule number two. Rule number two states that, okay, if you are dividing, if you are what? Dividing, and they have the same base, you do what? You subtract the what? The exponent or the powers. You do what? You subtract. So, if we have a to the power what? N divided by a to the power m, what will be our answer? Our answer is what? A to the power what? N minus what? M. Don't go and say m minus n. It's different from, see, listen, if you say m minus n, it's different from n minus m. True or false? Yes. So the first value, n, m. That is how it was. It is done. Are we okay? Are we good? Yeah. So this is what? Division, this is what? Multiplication. Now, quick example and then we are out of here. 3 to the power 6 divided by 3 to the power 3. What should be our answer? Let's go.
3
3
raised to the power 6
raised to the power 6
minus 3.
minus 3. Which is equal to what?
3 raised to the power 3.
3 raised to the power 3. Which is equal to what?
3 times 3 times
3 times 3 times 3. Which is equal to what?
27.
27. Fantastic. You see, it's easy. Right? Very easy. So just understand the what? The basis and you are done. Understand the rules and you are done. Now, let's move to what? To the third what? Rule. Can I clean this? Can I clean this?
Yeah.
Good. Rule number 3 states that, okay, to raise the power of a power. Listen to me. To raise the power of a power, what do? You multiply the powers. For instance, I know you're confused. For instance, this is rule number 3. Let's say we have what? A, okay, to the power what? N. Alright? Or to the power what? M. Are you listening to me? Now we have A to the power N. All of this to the power what? M. So this one is that you are raising the power of a what? Of a power. And the rule states that if you have something like this, what do? You multiply the what? The powers. So what do we have here? A.
Raise the power
N
times M.
times M. Fantastic. As simple as that. Is it difficult? Is it difficult? It's easy, right? So this is what? The first one, right? A to the power N to the power what? M is what? A N times what? M. What about if you have this? What about if you have this? A to the power what? X. Alright? And then B to the power what? Y. All over what? N. Huh? You have what? A to the power X, B to the power Y, all over N. The same rule. So what it means is this. So this becomes what? A, okay, to the power what? X times what? Times N.
Then
B, good, to the power what?
Y
Y times what? Times N. Do you understand? So this is the same as what? A to the power what? Xn, B, Yn. Who is lost?
I want to have a question.
Sure.
If you want, can you use bracket to separate the A and B of their exponents? Can you put them in bracket?
Oh, of course. Just for your convenience, of course. Like this?
Yes.
Of course. Of course. Just for your own convenience. So you can put a bracket there. Excuse me. You can put the what? The bracket there. And then you do your simple what? Mathematics and you have your answer. And then you move on. Alright? Okay. Now, the last rule, then we are out of here. The last rule. Rule number what? Number 4. Rule number 4 states that any number raised to the power 0 is what?
1.
Is 1. So, for instance, if I say, that's rule number what? 4. Good. So if I say A to the power what? 0, the answer is what? 1. If I say A to the power, let's say 3, divided by A to the power what? 3. How will you solve it? This is the same as what? A
raised the power
3 minus 3. Which is equal to what? A to the power what? 0. Which is the same as what? 1. You should take your time. It's maths. Don't rush mathematics. Otherwise it will rush you. I said what? Don't rush it. Otherwise it will rush you. Take your time. Step by step. So this is same as what? Because this is what? Rule number 2. Division. You subtract. What is 3 minus 3? 0. Now you know rule number 4 states what? Any number to the power what? 0 is what? Is 1. Do you understand? You see, that's how mathematics is. You take your time and you work it out. Don't rush to move from 1 to 5. Otherwise, you mess it up. You what? You mess it up. So basically, that is all there is to powers of what? Of numbers. So now let's solve questions to see how good we are, or if we have really what understood it. So let's go. These are very, very well. Please, if you are watching us from afar, solve them as well. Solve them as well. Let's see how you have understood this basic principle. Alright. So basically, we are done with everything you can think of. So those watching us from home, We hope you have understood everything that we just did here today. And I just want to encourage you that maths is a beautiful thing. Steady. In fact, keep solving. You will love it. A topic like this, just go home, sit down with your books, and solve as many questions as possible. These are high yield topics. Now, in our next class, we will solve basically questions on these things so that you can assess yourself on how far you have come. Until then, see you.